Number 21. Jana has scores of 89, 92, 76, and 85 on 4 tests. What must she score on the next test if she wishes her average to be 86?
Hey guys, check this out!
What is it?
What do you mean, what is it? It's the latest episode of Education Today.
Oh, let me see.
Don't you wish you had the latest episode of Education Today? Well, you do, because
Education Today starts now!
Yeah, it does.
Welcome to Education Today. I'm John Zish from the Armstrong School District. Tonight, we're going to talk about a groundbreaking partnership that is unfolding between the Armstrong School District and Life Steps. This partnership is resulting in a community home being made available for students enrolled in our life skills classes to learn domestic independence and self-help skills. This will truly serve their futures well and put them in a real-life setting. To talk more about this, we have some outstanding guests with us tonight. Welcome to Education Today. Would you please introduce yourselves?
I'm Dawn Preshock. I'm the Transition Coordinator for Armstrong School District.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you. I'm here with Life Steps. I'm Fran Kilgore, Senior Director of the Center-Based Services.
Thanks for being here, Fran.
And I'm Larissa Whiteley, the Life Steps Community Relations Representative.
All right, thanks for being here, Larissa. Well, I would like to thank you all for being here, of course, and first I'd like to get some background about Armstrong School District's Life Skills Program, and then we can talk more about the Life Steps partnership.
Thank you.
So my first question for you, Dawn, is can you provide a quick overview of the Life Skills Program at Armstrong School District?
Once it's determined that a student does require specially designed instruction or special ed services, an individualized educational program, which IEP, is written by a team. And the placement decision involves much more than an IQ score. We look at the student's level of functioning and independence. And if they're in great need of support, then it's decided that a life skills support program is appropriate. And Armstrong School District has 7 life skill classes in the district, and they cover from kindergarten through age 21 if a student chooses to stay in school that long. And our curriculum looks at functional academics. Things that students will need for daily living. We look at pre-vocational and vocational skills. We look at community-based instruction. We look at daily living and self-help skills, and that pretty much includes what our curriculum involves in the Armstrong School District.
Thank you for that excellent overview. Well, let's turn to our representatives from Life Steps tonight, and I'll start with Larissa. I understand that Life Steps has been serving local Pennsylvania communities for 85 years or more. Can you tell us a little bit about the Life Steps mission, please?
Sure. Life Steps has been a well-respected and trusted provider of services for, like you said, over 85 years. We're a nonprofit organization, and we were formerly known as the Easter Seal Society. And we're now in 10 western Pennsylvania counties. And our mission is to provide services for individuals and families facing life's challenges. And we've been in Armstrong County for 13 years.
Excellent. Well, thank you for what you do. I have another question for you. What specific services does Life Steps provide in Armstrong County?
Okay. Our services range by county. So in Armstrong, we have a free child check screening program, which provides free developmental screenings for children birth to 5, and it has a specific tool for screening for autism. And we at Life Steps believe that the earliest a child gets screened, it's definitely beneficial and can help in detecting developmental delays. And then if we do notice something, we can refer them on for further services if necessary.
Very good.
And also in Armstrong County, we have our pediatric independent evaluations. And if a child is identified as having developmental risks, we can then work with the children, the parents, and the caregivers and assess their needs with a very thorough evaluation performed by our Life Steps certified staff.
Okay. Well, Well, thanks for that overview.
Sure.
And you are with Life Steps' entire region, I understand it.
Well, I serve Indiana and Armstrong counties.
Okay. And Fran, your role is more of a local role here in Armstrong County, is that correct? Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I have the opportunity to work in all of our counties.
Oh, okay.
But we have our adult training facilities, we have 5 of them in Washington County, Beaver County, Armstrong, Indiana, and Butler. Our adult training facility in Armstrong County is located on Butler Road. It serves adult individuals with disabilities from 9 to 2 every weekday. The individuals there participate in working on their needs and desires. Basically, they participate in weekly swimming, shopping, bowling, mall walking. They also really look forward to their monthly trip to Lenape Votech. They get their hair cut and manicures. They really like that. Also, in the center, they work on pre-vocational activities. We try to get them as ready for employment as we can. And we also work a lot on adult daily living skills such as cooking, cleaning, things like that. In addition to our adult training facility, we operate 39 community homes. In Armstrong County, they're located throughout in a home-like environment. The staff go into the individual's home and assist them 24 hours a day. The very caring direct care staff support the individuals to be as independent as they can be. We also offer the opportunity for high school students to transition from Armstrong School District into our adult training facility. The students will come maybe 1 to 2 days a week to slowly get accustomed to their new environment while still being able to have that comfort and support of their environment of school. It's a real good partnership that we already have going. But many of our programs and services at Life Steps are funded through a variety of sources, including foundations, gifts, grants, several area United Way agencies, and government contracts. And in addition, we do rely on private business and individual donations.
Well, thank you. That's an excellent overview. I appreciate that, Fran. And so we have Life Steps, a great organization, Armstrong School District, working for academic excellence for all of our students. Can both of you or all 3 of you tell me about just the partnership and what it will bring for students?
As Fran mentioned, if we have students that the IEP team determines that the Life Steps day facility, adult day facility, would be a great place for them, we even let them go there the last year of high school and they may go there 1 day a week, they may go there 2 days a week. Like Fran mentioned, just to familiarize himself with the setting, with the people, so that it's an easier transition for them when they do graduate from high school. And we had been using the Independent Living Lab, which was established in the old Shannock Valley High School Home Ec Suite. Mr. Bob Foe, who was a transition coordinator before me, spearheaded the effort, and with so much community involvement and donation, they transformed the Home Ec Suite into like a home. They had a washer and dryer, a living area, bathroom, kitchen, dining room, bedroom, and that was no longer available for us. So I was thinking, we have a problem here. We really needed a site to develop those skills, and just doing it in the classroom just didn't make sense to me. We needed a real life setting for these real life skills. And I thought that I knew Life Steps had homes, and I thought, boy, they're empty during the day because the individuals are involved in day programming. They have to have a meaningful program to attend in the day. And I thought maybe I could contact them to see if that would be available for a setting for our kids to practice those skills. And when I called Fran, she loved the idea and ran it by the board and her supervisors and her coworkers to see if they also liked the idea, right?
And it's been wonderful. The staff are just very grateful for the help, because it's not only helping the students and the students with disabilities helping adults with disabilities is a really great thing, but it also helps our staff, because the home that they're working in currently has a couple individuals that are totally dependent on the staff for their needs. So the help that we're getting from the school district and the students is really very much appreciated.
Wow. So in a nutshell, this partnership is bringing together or bringing about a kind of a real life setting for students enrolled in life skills classes to practice all of those skills. When did it begin, and when was the first, when did it open, so to speak?
This is our first year, and we started at our first in-service day in August for the teachers. The life skills teachers actually went to the house for the afternoon, and we met with Fran and the house supervisor. We toured the house and then came up with some ideas that we could develop into lessons. And also, like Fran mentioned, if the students are practicing cooking, then they could start dinner for the residents. They do their own lunch usually, then they could start dinner for the residents. They're practicing housekeeping skills, and while they're vacuuming to learn that skill, it's very much helping the individuals that live there and the staff that that live there with the individuals. But this is our first year that we've been doing this.
What a win-win situation.
Yep.
Appreciate all of your commitment to providing hands-on instruction for our students. That's very noteworthy. Why is the Shannock Valley site no longer available?
Actually, they developed some pretty bad leaks in the roof of that foam X suite.
Right.
And at this point, we're not sure if it will be available again. But it was just, building maintenance to that area. It just wasn't, suitable anymore for the students to be using.
It had essentially been turned into the district's warehouse.
Yeah, the rest of the building.
After Shannock Valley High School
Yeah,
closed.
the rest of the high school is. Now they still use the elementary side, but the high school had been turned into a warehouse and the living lab.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for that. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to return real soon to Armstrong School District's Education Today. Stick around.
Before I came to IUP, I had no idea what college would be like or what role I would play or where I'd be in the future. But when I came to IUP, everything changed. I met people who really made me feel like I belonged. I had great classes at a great nationally ranked university. Hi, my name is Megan Miller. I'm a fine arts major, and this is my university.
And we're back with Armstrong School District's Education Today to talk about a groundbreaking partnership that is unfolding between Armstrong School District and Life Steps. It will bring about a community home for the use of students to learn real life skills. My next question is a general one, but why is it important for families of special needs students to think about transition planning?
Well, it's actually required by law that transition planning has to be part of an IEP for students over age 14 or earlier if the team feels the student needs it. And what we focus on while they're still in school is what they plan to do in post-secondary education or training, and we try to see that they know which agencies can support them, see which activities they can do while they're in school that will help prepare them, to make those decisions. Do interest surveys to help them know what they're good at, what their strengths are, what they don't like to do. Another area we have to look at is employment, whether they'll need support with a job coach or whether they'll be able to be competitively employed and do that completely on their own. And then another area is independent living, if a student needs support in that. And we also help them plan what they'd like to do for the rest of high school. For instance, if a student says that they want to go into the medical field, the guidance counselors, myself, their teachers will help them plan classes to get as good a background as they can in that area. Okay, and then we also like to plan for when they're out of high school. They have a future to consider, and some of the students, especially the life skills students, have concerns about their needs and their independence when they do graduate from high school.
So it is a big transition.
It sure is.
Special needs students leaving many times the security of all the agencies that help automatically during the school years don't necessarily exist upon graduation.
Right, they don't.
You have to plan for it. Well said.
But Life Steps can really help fill that gap.
And not only is it important to transition your day life, it's really important to transition your whole life. Because in adult life, you want your own home, you want your own place to work, your own place to just have your everyday life. And many parents don't realize the importance of having their children comfortable in their own home prior to them passing. It's so much easier to work with them while the parents are still alive to transition them to a community home, so that they're ready and feel very comfortable for when that time comes, they have a new family or an extended family to support them.
That's very good. Well, getting back to this partnership that has brought about the use of a community home for students in our life skills classes, what kinds of activities do the students do at this community home?
Well, a couple weeks ago I went out and they were planting mums out in the garden. Gardening is an important recreation and leisure skill, and some of the students said that they would enjoy doing that. So they were planting mums. Last week I went out and the group was doing ironing and laundry. And then the youngest groups, they're planning on going out and doing the dishes, because they need those skills. Even the skills of, categorizing, food preparation. The older groups that are more capable, they may even, make their own lunch and then start a casserole for the people in the home. And then the younger guys at that, at their level, they may be deciding with the groceries to put them away, which ones go in the refrigerator, which ones go in the cupboard. So food preparation, can cover all the age ranges. Vacuuming, that's an important housekeeping skill. Scouring the sink, sweeping the floor, putting the dishes away when they're done washing them. All those home maintenance kinds of skills, domestic independent skills, they can do just everything like they would in their own home because it's a house. So it's been great that way. And the classes they've just really enjoyed having this available for them too. So
right, highlighting the importance of the need for the community home, as opposed to just a classroom setting where you couldn't do the hands-on.
Right, exactly.
Okay. Well, along those lines, I understand we have some special footage of Armstrong School District students using the new community home to get hands-on instruction. Let's take a look.
Put your clothes on there and then you iron. Okay, good. And I like the way you said that. Put your clothes on there first. So come on over and watch this, Brody and Luke. If you've never ironed before.
I have.
There's no need to plug your iron in first. Especially the way, this one is a fast heating iron. If we had maybe a slower iron, maybe you would need to plug it in first and let it heat up. But this one heats up in 30 seconds. So there's no need to let it set there. Mike, what are you ironing today? A pair of pants. Would you have to put these pants? Would Michael need to put these pants over this ironing board? They appear that they're not going to fit. Does he need to do that, or is there another way we can iron it?
There's another way.
Okay, how would that be, Brittany? We put our pants out like this. Now, let me tell you, do we want to keep our fabric bunched up like this and grab our iron and start ironing?
No.
Why? Can you tell me why you don't want to do that?
Get a seam.
Get a seam or wrinkles in your pants. So we want to take our pants, and like Brittany just did, I saw her pulling the pants like this, and then she took her hand, making sure all of our material on our pants is flat. Okay? That's going to help us not get any wrinkles in. Okay, so Michael's pants are laid out on the ironing board. What's the next step that we need to do?
Plug it in the iron.
Plug it in. Good job, Mike. All your iron, your cords are in here, so the more you pull on the cord, the more cords you're going to pull. Go ahead and plug that in for us. Okay, nice job, Michael. Now, something that happened in the first group, it was good that it happened, but we had somebody down here that was ironing like this. Okay, so walk behind me and tell me what's wrong with this picture.
The cord stuck behind your butt.
Yeah, and if I went to move right now, that cord could fall out of the wall. I could lose my balance, and this iron could fall on my foot, it could fall on the floor, I could get burnt very badly. Okay, so we want to make sure that that cord is not behind us like that. So we're going to re-plug this in. So where should Michael stand? What side of the ironing board to make sure the cord's out of his way?
That side.
Oh, Luke was right over here by Luke. So Mike, come around. Okay, we're going to
But it
give.
just all depends on what hand
You're right. On what side you need to feel comfortable on. Now, Do you feel comfortable with that in your left hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is sure.
Yep, I'm ready.
For sure.
Now, one more thing that I saw happen this morning is our iron. Would you ever want to take the iron and just leave it down like this?
No.
2 people this morning, after I went over the directions, had their iron down like this, and I turned around and they were talking to me. And I could see the steam coming off their clothes as I turned around. And I grabbed the iron. It is a good thing they did not have burn marks on their culinary uniforms. You would never ever leave an iron like this while you're talking. If you had to go to the bathroom, never ever ever. You never leave your iron laid down like this on your ironing board. What could happen, Mike, if you do that?
Burnt pants.
Could burn your pants,
It could catch on fire.
catch on fire. Your whole house could catch on fire. Okay, so that's something you need to remember.
Ready?
Show me if you know how to iron. Now, Michael, why are you hitting the button?
No.
What did Mike just do?
Hit the button.
Not hit the button. What did Mike just do that we just talked about? Did anybody see it?
Yeah, you put the iron down and you just left it there and pushed the button.
Good. You put the iron down and you just left it there. Your pants could have caught on fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to constantly keep the
Okay.
iron moving.
Okay.
Now tell me, why did you hit this water button?
For what?
Oh, well, you can hit a water button. Why would you hit a water button on an iron?
To make steam and to make wrinkles go away.
You can. If you have a bad wrinkle, sometimes you need to hit the water button, and it helps with the steam to get the wrinkles out. So Mike,
Yeah.
when you're using this, you've got to constantly be moving. Okay, we're gonna go up and down. Okay, or you can go back and forth. Okay, either one.
Okay.
Up and down or back and forth. Okay, but it's got to constantly be moving. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to try it. Now, are you going, let go just for a second. Are you going, well, this is what Mrs. Zilla saw. I saw this happen. You just kind of made a big circle. Do you think that's going to work, guys?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because it leaves more wrinkles.
Okay, and do you think we could miss a spot that way? Okay, Mike, so watch me again. We can go back and forth, or we can go this way, up and down, up and down. But we don't want to go in a big circle like this,
No.
because you're going to make more wrinkles.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me your hand. And I go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, keep moving up towards the top of your pants. Up and down. Is Michael getting the wrinkles out of his pants now?
Yeah. I got it.
You think you got it? Okay, you try it.
Here, wait, Mike.
Good.
Can you do it up for it? Put my finger.
Here, we'll give you the scissors. Oh, you have a pair of scissors. Okay.
Can you put it?
Okay. Well, I think you did a good job last time threading.
Legends of 2015 starts with a.
Hey, Sarah, you all done on yours? Almost. Almost. It's fun to be able to sew your clothes, huh? Okay, let's see this one.
So can you do it? I cannot do it.
We're gonna pull it up through here, Sarah. Sarah, since you're done sewing your button on, do you want to go ahead now and cut it out? Cut your button off so we can put it back in the box? Okay. I see what happened here. Got a little bit too far away from the button. See See where your needle came up? And it should come up in the holes. That's good. So we're going to turn it inside out. Look, is this your gym bag?
I use it for sure.
Oh, okay. Do you put your culinary clothes in this? Oh, okay. Okay.
Dry your hands.
That's easier for you.
Do you wanna open the oven?
Make sure that you catch the material.
Put this one on too. We'll have you look and see how the hot dogs look. Can you pull this out?
You know what, Tim?
Lift it up. Look good, huh? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna level. Good. Okay, go ahead and shut it back up. Shut the door. Good. Okay, Eric, you can take those off. They go in this drawer right here. Eric.
Yeah.
Can you get the twisty tie off?
Yeah, ma'am.
We're gonna put the buns on this tray. We're gonna use that for a tray. Here, Kim, can you get the twisty tie off that one?
I did good on mine. Is this the first time you ever saw that?
Here, slide over this way. Start this way. Twist.
Go again.
Like that. Good. You know what? How about we throw this in the garbage? Because we're going to need all of these. Get it? Good. Throw it in the garbage.
Our thanks go out to Mr. Rob Preshak, a former Katanning High School TV production student and class of 2008 graduate, for getting that footage. Another question for you, Dawn. How often do students visit the community home?
Well, the youngest groups of students, their teachers are planning on taking them out once a month or even twice a month, for part of the day. And the older students, when they get to junior high age or high school, they plan on going out every week, okay? The groups at the high school, they go out once a week and spend the entire day there. And then the class that's at Lenape Tech, an Armstrong Life Skills class is at Lenape Tech, they go out just every other Friday. So they have another site where they work on every Monday on these types of skills. So they utilize the house every other Friday for the whole day.
Very good. And how can someone find out more about Life Steps?
Well, John, they can log on to our website. It's www.lifesteps.net.
Okay, we're seeing that right now.
On the screen. We also have an 800 number. It's 1-800-225-1010. And we would love to just thank you for having us. I mean, we at Life Steps are really excited about this new partnership and want to reiterate the fact that we have 39 community homes in 7 western Pennsylvania counties. So we have the opportunity to work with several school districts and implement this project, within 7 different counties, which would really impact the students with special needs in those school districts.
That's a great way to leverage, Life Steps' impressive footprint in the western Pennsylvania area. Excellent. I hope people take you up on that suggestion. Do any of you have anything else to share for the benefit of the viewers?
I don't thank you. Do you?
Just if anyone is interested in developing a partnership, feel free to call our toll-free number and ask for myself, and we can certainly sit down and discuss it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you all for being on the show. That's our program for tonight. I'm grateful for our guests. Larissa Whiteley, Community Relations Representative for Life Steps. Joan Miller, Vice President of Community Relations for Life Steps. Fran Kilgore, Senior Director of Center-Based Services for Life Steps. And Dawn Preshak, ASD Transition Coordinator. I'd also like to thank the TV students of Katanning High School, led by their teacher, Mr. Don Swanson. They were our film crew today. Please join us again next week for another look at the Armstrong School District. Visit our website for updated news about the district, and have a great week.